All right. Hello, everyone out there on the interwebs, on LinkedIn. My name is Jada, and we are live here from RecFest Day 2. We had an exciting day yesterday, and we have some more back-to-back guests for you guys today. My name is Jada Montemarano. We have From the Desk right here at RecFest, so it's from the orange table today, and I'm here with Gerry right now. Nice to meet you officially in person.
Nice to meet you,
Introduce
Jada.
yourself for everyone out there watching.
Well, I think the easiest way and the only way that I really do that is to say that I'm a lifelong student of recruiting. I really care about what we do in this space, both professionally as well as in the industry, and so I spend a good deal of time learning about and listening to what people are doing and sharing.
Is that why you come to a place like RecFest?
Without a doubt. I think RecFest is a place that the recruiters in the trenches can have the most fun.
Yeah.
I think the whole attitude vibe is so much higher here than you would be if you're enclosed in some kind of dark, dank casino.
That's what everyone was saying yesterday. They were like, we're happy we're not in a ballroom. We're outside. It's hot, but it's beautiful.
It is, but you know what? You can also see
Yeah.
all the folks wandering around. They're not around the corner and all of that kind of stuff. You can picture people that you might know
Yeah.
and be able to want to, catch up, and people that you can meet. So I just like the capability that this offers, and then circus tents make it kind of fun.
Right? There's
evokes-
games. People
it
are in
evokes
money
way back
machines
when.
out here.
About 100. My understanding is about 102 vendors here as well.
It's amazing.
So,
It's been so much fun. It's my first
lot of
one.
learning.
I love it.
Yeah.
And did anything bring you out specifically? You said you love to learn. So was there anything or any speaker or any booth you really wanted to go to or anything that surprised you?
There's a lot of excellent speakers here. Some of them are members of CareerXroads. Some of them I have always followed and listened to. I spoke yesterday at the end over in the Inspire stage, and this morning I interviewed four of those. Almost all, I think all three of the four had been speakers as well yesterday. So it was interesting. It was fun. It's a wonderful way to catch up and maybe add a little extra to what's going on.
Yeah, I love that. And anything you learned or anything, any technology you saw that you may be taking away with you?
Well, I got to tell you, and I'm sure everyone that you talk to,
Yeah.
no one can, no one can avoid the uncertainty around AI. So if
that word.
every single speaker is speaking to that issue, and not all of them are speaking on the same page.
Yeah.
So everybody's got this view of the future. I doubt very much if there's any expertise that is authentic in relation to that. Although I have no doubt within a year, 2 years, somebody will claim that they predicted it, whatever it turns out to be. But it's the time that people should all be embracing, as opposed to let me wait until this all settles out. I think right now
Yeah.
is when you should be playing as best you can. I mean, I could tell you where I learn is from my grandchildren.
Yeah.
So I have a 16-year-old grandson in high school, and the school does not allow AI.
I love that. I don't think it should be used in schools.
But everybody's using it everywhere.
Of course.
So a year ago,
They used to cheat on water bottles.
I
They
know.
can find a way.
I asked him a year ago what he was doing, and he was putting in obviously correct answers with the help of AI, but getting into all kinds of trouble because he didn't know how he got there.
Yeah.
But over the course of that year, what he started to learn how to do is to prompt AI to teach him not just the answers, but how to get there. And by the end of the year, he was more comfortable having AI teach him than he was
Interesting.
in the school. Now, 2-3 weeks ago, I was asking him as well, so what are you doing now? And now he says, I've got 3 classes in which 60% of my my grade is participation in class.
Yeah.
He said, so I'm trying to tell AI what the teacher has been doing the last few days and asking it to predict what she's going to do tomorrow. And what questions should I, as a 16-year-old, be asking or answering
Yeah.
that would make me look good so I can get my
Oh
60%?
my gosh, that's so crazy.
And
to
I'm
me.
going, how cool is that? I said, your parents know? And he goes, I don't tell them too much
Oh gosh.
relative to it because I'm not allowed to use AI.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking more optimistically
Okay.
that the folks
I need some optimism.
who are in high school now will be driving forces at some point
Yeah.
when they start work, because they're going to be native speakers at that point from an AI point of view.
Well, it's interesting because I'm a millennial, so I had life before technology, and I was in middle school and high school when the internet and phones and all
Sure.
of that started. So I feel like I'm kind of that version of that with AI. And I guess back then it's the same thing. I was learning everything. We had computer class in school. I was doing it all. And probably to my parents, they were like, what is this? This is scary. So now I feel that way. I feel like the boomer. Sorry to boomers out there. I feel like the boomer being like, AI is scary. Take it away.
And as a boomer, I can certainly tell you it's been fascinating watching the different variations of our children, grandchildren,
Yeah.
etc., grow up and go through all of these different evolutions.
Yeah.
So yeah, the internet evolution made you a digital native,
Yeah.
and that gives you a different perspective of the world.
Yeah. Still have to teach my mom how to use her phone.
But it will be a different version that
Yeah.
comes out over the next 4 years. My college, Stevens Institute of Technology, all freshmen, 1,000 of them that come in, it's a small school, are totally immersed in AI now.
Yeah.
And coached by their professors, et cetera, on how to take much more control over their education over the next 4 years. So I think we're going to see an interesting kind of revolution, just as we saw the digital natives
Yep.
come into the workforce and succeed in ways we never thought of.
Yeah, I hope so. I love when I have a guest on the show that makes us all feel a little bit more positive about AI. We've been
I
talking.
think we have to.
I know. It's kind of like the you can't beat them, join them, right? It's here to stay. We're not getting rid of it, right?
You got it. Absolutely.
So we were talking about AI in the broad sense, but let's bring it back to HR recruiting, what we're here to talk about at RecFest. So from the different speakers you saw, from what I'm learning from you, you do feel positive about it. But what, in your opinion, are those positives and those negatives of AI specifically in the HR recruiting space?
Well, on the positive side, we've got about, I'd say, 40%, 30 to 40% of the companies that are out there are experimenting to some degree. Negative side of that is that means that's about 60%
Yeah.
are still so risk averse that in order to participate, you're going to have to go offline. You can't be using any of the tools in your company. You're going to be using your phone, and other kinds of things. Hopefully, some of them are doing that. So there's that issue. There's the basic kinds of things that we do. Let's say we do a job description. Well, obviously, can I use AI for job descriptions? But not too many people are asking, how do we reimagine job descriptions? How do we reimagine the top of the funnel? How do we reimagine the assessments that we do? How do we reimagine how much information we're going to tell the candidate about our process and what we're doing, and provide feedback to them that might be constructive and helpful if they don't go forward, that they could be successful somewhere else or in some other job that they didn't apply to. We're only at the very beginning of dealing with this, because the positive side is where a few are experimenting with what we do now and what AI could do to help us do it a little more productively and a little bit faster. And most of the speakers talk to the cases of them doing that. But what we're not doing is talking about the unusual, different ways we could be recruiting or looking at the recruiting process and using AI in a totally different way. What if you imagine that you have
I
an
was going to
earbud?
say, do you have ideas? Give us some of your
Of
ideas today. Don't give us
course.
all of them because you should keep them secret. But do you have any general ideas of how to use the
The
AI in
people who
different
know
ways?
me know I keep no secrets.
Perfect. Share it here.
So the real issue is thinking about coaching, and as agents become much more capable, much more knowledgeable. They should be, in your ear advising you about where you might be interviewing someone. So we know, for example, that if you're interviewing someone for a job, you shouldn't dominate
Mm.
the conversation.
Yeah, you want to hear from
You should
them,
be
right?
listening. So what if you had a steady stream of a coach
Huh.
saying, "Shut up for a second. Stop talking about all of this stuff."
Or you're making them uncomfortable.
You're right. Exactly. That's not a question that's been approved.
No.
Whatever.
Don't talk to them that way.
Hey, so I gotta tell you, once you start thinking about that, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Now the issue is it cheating for the candidate to have the same earbud saying, "Boy, that was a stupid question, but here's a way to answer that
Yeah.
recruiter so you look good."
Interesting.
Or you just answered that question, but you forgot an important project
Yeah.
that you accomplished with this kind of outcome. You should be telling them about that.
I know. We should be able to bring notes to interviews, right?
Right. Why not?
I have
Why not?
on virtual interviews, I have notes on my screen. I do my research. I have them next to me just in case. I think we should do it.
Right. So it's only a leap up
Yeah.
that you've got this earbud
Yeah.
coaching you because it already knows everything about you.
Yep.
You've let that train on you, who you are. So you can go on and on about these kinds of things, but if I'm recording us, I'm supposed to tell you that I'm recording us.
Yeah, that's true.
What about the candidate? Is the candidate okay? If I'm recording you, can the
Yeah.
candidate record as well?
Yeah, I
gotta
guess
think
they would
about
have
that.
to tell you. Yeah, I
And
agree.
your hesitation tells me that's what everybody does
Mm-hmm.
because they haven't answered that question yet in their company.
Yeah.
And some companies will think, "Oh, that's cheating," but maybe it's not. Cheating is more a fraud issue.
Yeah. As long as you're not lying.
I'm not if I'm not lying, if
Yeah.
I'm not projecting, if I'm fully transparent about who I am and where I'm at, that should be something I'd be looking for. And for candidates, that's a lot more that they're looking for. Because if they're not transparent, if employers are not transparent, the kinds of questions that you really have in the back of your mind, like how many people that look like me have you hired in the last 5 years and where are they now?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have access to that kind of data, whether or not the hiring manager tells you or not.
Yeah.
And maybe it's a little awkward to ask that question of a hiring manager in the middle of him selecting you.
Yeah.
let's
When they're like,
say.
any questions for us?
Yeah, exactly.
Hit him with the hard balls.
So isn't that fascinating?
Yeah.
Those are the things that aren't being spoken yet, is my point.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of even the conversations I've had on my show have been more about using AI to make lives easier. Is the most common phrase I've heard, like you mentioned, of using it for sorting through resumes or the mundane tasks that they don't have time to do, all of that. So I guess that's the first wave. So I know you gave your example. Do you have a second wave of
That is
how
the
you
second
think
wave.
using it in the person interviews?
It is making it hyper personal more and more.
And
It becomes increasingly your source of knowledge.
Yeah.
It has a knowledge of you. It can combine that knowledge of you with its sources of knowledge to be able to provide you with advice and help as you wend your way in the journey of work,
Yeah.
of getting hired, etc. And so those kinds of waves are there. I don't know if you had interviewed Diana Tsai, she spoke here.
Okay.
She wrote a book called AI for the Good. And just like you said, wave, she posits in her book 3 waves
Oh, no way.
of AI over the next 5 to 7 years. And she creates a persona for each of those waves. and then describes how that persona is affected by, if you will, the opportunities for AI in that during that wave. So that would be an interest. I mean, you're just right on that. You're
Look
right
at
on
that.
the
I didn't even know. Didn't even
There you
read
go.
the book. There we go. I'm on it.
That's you're on it. So that's good.
So you mentioned a little bit about that next wave of AI, of using it for adding in that personal aspect. And a lot of what I talk about on this show as well is not losing the human aspect of human resources, right? The business of people. So is that, or what other ways do you see the human aspect still being involved, even with all of this AI taking over?
Oh, there's no question that humans at some point need to be heavily involved in oversight.
Yeah.
If you're purchasing and using and developing and scaling AI, you really need a bit of a quality control point to make sure that
Yeah.
what they claimed is actually happening.
Yeah.
What we expect as outcomes really are happening. And to be able to do that, you need to be able to sample that journey, whatever it is, engagement, selection, assessment, onboarding, and promotion, and all of the other
Yep.
kinds of things that are human, that humans will go through, to make sure that what we believe is happening is actually happening.
So we're not getting rid of humans just yet.
No, humans will be, but will.
Even though there's a
humans will be
robot
changing
dog
their job.
out there. Did you see that?
But the job of being able to do that will require different kinds of skills.
Yeah.
And so you're going to see more IO psych. You're going to see an increase in the use of HR operations. Those kinds of things will be a little bit bigger
Okay.
in an HR organization, and some of the jobs will either disappear or be much less valuable
Yeah.
in terms of how they're operating. And that's going to be, I think, powerful time for people to continue to evolve.
Yeah. Change their careers.
I think
change
the
their
thing we have
focus.
to focus on, though, is what is human,
Yeah.
and increasingly the interaction with AI. It can be satisfying just from a human point of view.
Mhm.
People are choosing to be interviewed in some instances by a non-human
Yeah. They feel
because
more
it's
comfortable.
more reliable, more consistent, fairer in
Yeah.
long run, and defensible in terms of giving me feedback.
Yep.
So those possibilities exist.
Well, I love it. Thank you so much for joining us today here on our live stream. Your answers, I hope, gave everybody a little bit more positivity and hope in this world of AI.
Well, thank you, Jada. Appreciate the opportunity.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you, everyone, for watching. Stick right there. We have our next interview on deck here at RecFest. My name is Jada. Stick right with us. We'll be right back.